All right, Shalom. All praise and glory and honor goes to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings to the elect. Brother Josiah want to come with another lesson. A topic I wanted to do and I wanted to speak on was just a topic that myself and other brothers in my camp have talked about. And you know, as we grow in this walk, we understand a lot more things. Everything in this truth is not always just, you know, black and white. You know, you have gray areas. You have times when the spirit, you know, deals with you more. You know, wisdom and understanding deals with you more, because Scripture says that wisdom takes you through crooked ways, you know, to find you worthy, you know. And as you gain certain wisdom in this truth, you understand things and you see things a lot clearer. You know, and I mean, I've been in this truth a number of years, and you know, when you see younger men, then you come in and you start to see, you know, their zeal and you know, you see how they look at things, and then you see, you know, you do get a chance to see how much you've grown. You know, so basically what I want to get into is everybody's not a 2/3. Okay, everybody's not a you know, a 2/3 or just a nigga, you know, or whatever, just because you're in this truth and they're not. Okay, there's lots of people in this world that we deal with day to day. They may not necessarily be condemned. Okay, what you have to understand is the Lord wakes up who he wants to wake up in his time. You know, and there's times when there was a time when we were without the truth. Okay, we didn't have this understanding, but you had other men like the apostles and the elders before us, all right, that they was condemning the world, and they was condemning people, all right, for doing the things that we did when we was in the world. And if that was the case, that everybody would be a 2/3, then we wouldn't be in this word. So basically what I'm saying is, you know, the Lord brings in the elect in his time, you know, or certain men, because Scripture says, matter of fact, let me get it. All right, so I can get it. This is Matthew 22:14. It says, "For many are called, but few are chosen." Okay, many are called, but few are chosen to come into this word. You know, but the point that I wanted to bring out was that many are called. Okay, you have many that are called in this word at different times, and you know, in their life. Okay. Another thing too, you know, once you come in, you know, of course you're zealous and you have a zeal for the Lord, and there's just you know, there's a certain spirit that comes with being in the truth, as opposed to other people that can't get it. But see, when you come in, you know, you're always looking to, you know, tell somebody the truth, or teach a family member or a friend or something like that. So initially, you know, you want people to get this word. All right. And that's our purpose of going out there on the highways and hedges, to call out to our brothers. All right. You know, starting with the elect men, and then, you know, the women, and then, you know, the family and friends of the prophets afterwards. Okay. But that's another thing too. You have friends of the prophets. Okay. Everybody's not a 2/3, man. We can't be just, you know, just speaking about, you know, just because we see another Israelite that's not in the truth, they're automatically 2/3. That doesn't make sense. Okay. You know, everybody comes in his time. All right. And I'm another thing too, you have to be peaceful with people. You can't just be out here, you know, and that you know, angry spirit, you know, you see a so-called white man off Esau, you know, or like I said, you see another Israelite, oh man, it's a nigga, man. You can't be in that spirit. Okay, you gotta have a indifferent attitude towards this world, basically. Not saying that you have to necessarily embrace people, but you gotta be indifferent towards these people. I mean, you can't, you know, meaning, you know, you can't necessarily care either way. If you understand what I'm trying to say, you know, just be peaceful, you know. If somebody speaks to you, speak to them, you know. If you feel like you don't want to speak to a person, okay, you know, you don't have to, you know, blast them, you know. Answer them and then go about your business, you know. It's, you know, this truth isn't, like I said, this truth isn't black and white to where you just have to go hard all the time, man. But I did want to get this scripture. It's in Romans the 12th chapter. Romans chapter 12. Romans 12 and 18. It says, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. So, at certain points, you have to basically, you know, live peaceably. You know, people on your job, you know, whether you like them or dislike them, just keep it cool, man. We got to be like Clark Kent walking in this world, man. Okay? You know, we got to be, you know, like undercover, so to speak. We're like undercover agents for Yahweh Bashmi Shai. You know? And then when the time comes, when the Spirit wills it, we go out there in the highways and hedges, or we get to turn these cameras on and we get to speak the truth. You know? But when we're on the outside in the matrix, so to speak, okay, you know, do your best to live peaceably, man. You know? Not every situation is going to call for a cut session, you know, or call for, you know, let me open up the scriptures and you know, get into, you know, a debate. You know, those are things that we do when we were young, but you eventually grow up and you learn wisdom. And this is a message to younger men, all right, or men that kind of have a, you know, struggle with their zeal. Just try your best to, you know, remember these scriptures and be mindful of where you are. We're in the valley of the shadow of death. You know, yeah, Satan's lurking around. You know, so try to blend in without conforming. You know, that's why scripture says this. I'm gonna read it again. Romans 12 and 18. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Okay. Now, like I said, everybody's not a 2/3. You're gonna have people that come in that are going to help us out, man. Because you have friends of the prophets. Okay? Let me see if I can find the scripture real quick. I'm not going to make this too long. I just wanted to make a point. A point for brothers. I believe that this is pretty edifying, you know, because not everybody's going to be, let's see, thought it was in Matthew, just bear with me for 1 second. Can't find a scripture at the moment. But basically, what Yahweh Shah said was, whoever shall give to these a cup of cold water shall receive a prophet's reward. Okay? So those of, so there's certain family members and certain people that we know, all right, that's going to get the reward of a prophet, man. All right? Because there's going to be certain people that help us out, that we know. Now, whether it be now or whether it be during the time of Jacob's trouble. But we have to understand that everybody's not 2/3, okay? And the Lord is sent out to gather in the lost sheep of the house of Israel, starting with the elect, The scripture escapes me at the moment, so like I wasn't able to bring that out. But Lord, I hope you brothers and sisters as well, get the point. I'm going to end it there. I'm going to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakal Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. So next time I say Shalom.